Hello, Mark Felling here from Broadened Horizons. I am testing the new NeoMano. I supported this effort, started a couple of years ago. It's been a long time on Kickstarter and received one. This is an extra large. Let me show you here up a little closer. So this would be considered an alternative to the PowerGrip Assisted Grasp Orthosis that I've made for many, many years. And I'm going to kind of do a little comparison of just some activities of daily living. What this does is it has a nice wireless buttons here, and it closes the hand, creates like a grip by curling the fingers in, and I can release that. It's a similar concept I had years ago but never got built. Uses some cords in here to pull the fingers and curl them in with a little motor that I believe has a spindle that pulls those cords in. It has some reinforcement in the thumb area here. I believe it's some metal, so you can kind of bend it and reposition it. The thumb is about an inch and a half longer than my actual thumb, which is a bit odd. I think it actually needs a little bit more reinforcement in the thumb, a little more stability, possibly to pull in this part of the hand. It might not fit on me perfectly either. NeoMano, you could comment on that. I pulled the fingers on as far as I could. I have big fingers. And I think they're on about as far as they can go. But this part on the hand seems like it should maybe go down just a tad more. But anyway, so I'm going to try to pick up a few things and see how this goes. I'll just show you the grip one more time here. So whereas the PowerGrip kind of pulls the fingers in at the MP joint, this is actually curling the PIP and DIP joints. So I'm going to start by grabbing this glass of water. Now, I do have a little bit of a challenge here because I don't have a stabilized wrist as a C5 quad. So for a typical C5 quad, this should or would need some additional wrist support to stabilize the wrist. Now, when I grab this, boy, I've got a hold of it. My fingertips are just kind of barely coming closer. If you can see that grip, my fingertips are just kind of grabbing the glass roughly, and I don't feel real sturdy about it. I can get, with extra support from my other hand, I can get the water up to my mouth. But that grasp is just not very ideal. And if I don't close the fingers all the way, it's just not as tight. But it does work. I have, of course, am comparing this to the PowerGrip, which I'll show after this in just a moment. Similar can of soda, slightly larger in diameter, just a little bit heavier. Challenges the fingers want to curl in there. You can see that grasp. Now, I can get it up, and I did successfully lift that, so I just don't feel that grip is the best. I think there's a few adjustments or improvements that can be made to make that grip a little bit better. Maybe I need to add some even grippy material to the inside of the thumb, or that might be another idea for NeoMano. Sew in, some kind of grip material there so that it doesn't want to slide, or even on the insides of the fingers. Now, for the most common thing, and one of the most challenging, on the PowerGrip, we have a little spot here. You can kind of stick the handle of a fork or a spoon so that you've got a pivot point, and when you grip close, you can see in this spoon I've actually got some Sugru. It's a silicone, kind of almost like a Play-Doh material that stands up to repeated washings and dishwashers and everything else. So if I grab this the way I would do with the PowerGrip, I don't have any grasp. It just falls away. I did kind of experiment a bit. And found if I kind of wedge that between the index and middle finger and then tighten them down, because of that grip, I do actually have a hold of the spoon now, although it's a little less than ideal. Now my measure is you got to be able to eat soup or a bowl of cereal or something like that. This bowl is a bit deep, so I'm going to just kind of incline it a bit. Now, with a little care and difficulty, I can get water on that spoon and I can get it up to my mouth. That's a semi-success, but that's not really the ideal grasp on that. The ideal grasp would be this piece comes up over the top here. Now I can solve that by possibly adding a almost like a rubber band or something, but I'm really just adding a whole lot of stuff. We really want to be able to grab a standard fork or spoon almost without any modifications necessary. I use this at home just to get an even better grasp with the PowerGrip. But possibly a little band sewn in here that I could slide this in, and with some better reinforcing of the thumb, I might be able to get a decent grasp on that. So we're gonna pause for just a moment, and I'd also attempted with a pen, and I had a grasp, able to sign my name. Again, not ideal, but I am comparing against the PowerGrip. So let's take a look at these activities and with the PowerGrip. Thanks.